North Korea is a nation defined by total isolation. Within its borders, a constant surveillance apparatus ensures every visitor is shadowed, while a complete lack of digital connectivity makes outside communication impossible. This created a total intelligence silence. While high-tech satellites could map every missile site from space, they were deaf to the whispers occurring offline. Without a way to hear human intentions on the ground, Washington remained blind to the regime's inner workings. The CIA spent billions of dollars attempting to crack this target, but their operatives faced a nearly perfect record of failure. In this environment, leakers were executed, and foreign spies vanished into labor camps, where 200,000 prisoners were already buried. For decades, placing a high-level human asset inside the North Korean leadership was an objective that the world's most powerful intelligence agencies simply could not achieve. The breakthrough didn't come from a clandestine training facility, but from a 51-year-old Baptist pastor from Virginia. In 2004, Kim Dong-chul legally entered the Rasan Special Economic Zone, investing his life savings of over $2 million to build a hotel. For 5 years, he functioned as a model entrepreneur. He created jobs and donated food to local communities, eventually receiving personal awards and commendations from the administration of Kim Jong-il. In 2009, the CIA approached him with a terrifying request: become a human listening post. He would have to gather intelligence with no formal training and no extraction plan if the regime discovered his true purpose. Every day he remained in the country, Kim was walking past armed guards who could execute him for a single suspicious glance. He accepted the mission anyway, believing his unique position as a trusted insider was the only way to help the people living under the regime. Kim's training happened on the fly during brief trips to China. He learned to use a wristwatch containing a hidden camera to snap photos of documents, and practiced dead-drop protocols to hide USB drives in prearranged locations. He quickly identified a systemic weakness in the regime's control. Economic collapse had become so severe that even loyal party members and military officials were desperate for foreign currency to feed their families. Kim began disguising his espionage as routine commerce. He paid underpaid clerks and border guards for shipping manifests and troop movements, framing the transactions as payments for business research. The quality of his intelligence peaked when he recruited a North Korean military officer. In exchange for envelopes of US dollars, this officer began handing over classified documents detailing naval installations. By leveraging the simple reality of local poverty, Kim successfully bypassed the world's strictest ideological border. He wasn't fighting the system, he was buying it. Kim's most dangerous victory came when he paid a scientist to smuggle out a sample of 99. When local officials knocked down a wall of his hotel, Kim lost his temper and publicly threatened to commit suicide in front of statues of the nation's leaders, an act of defiance viewed as treason. By October 2015, Kim returned from China during a high-profile party celebration. He could feel the shift in atmosphere. More eyes were on him than ever before, and the routine hospitality of the regime had turned cold. The end came when one of his own agents approached him in broad daylight and handed him an incriminating USB drive. Kim stood exposed in the open, and within minutes, security officers moved in to confiscate his belongings and blindfold him. After 6 years of operating in the shadows, the mathematical reality of a compromised network finally caught up to him. The invisible antenna was now a prisoner. Following his arrest, Kim endured months of starvation and physical torture. He eventually attempted to take his own life to escape the interrogation before being sentenced to 10 years of hard labor as prisoner 429. The cost to his network was absolute. While Kim refused to give up his high-level sources, 6 lower-level contacts were identified by the regime and executed for their roles in his operation. In 2018, a diplomatic thaw led to his sudden release. Kim arrived at Joint Base Andrews emaciated and scarred, but he was one of the few Westerners to leave a North Korean labor camp alive. He had spent 2,190 days operating as an American spy inside the most paranoid dictatorship on Earth, lasting longer than the entire Korean War. Kim Dong-chul's legacy is a reminder that even the most impenetrable state has vulnerabilities. He proved that an ordinary person, armed with nothing but persistence and an understanding of human nature, could do what the world's most advanced intelligence agencies could not.